Nobody really knows what's going to happen to GPU mining once Ethereum mining ends. However, today we're going to look at 5 ways of mining that most likely will not be affected whatsoever by Ethereum's move to proof of stake. So stick around. Warning, there are people pretending to be me in the comments and on social platforms. I'll never ask you to add me on WhatsApp or Telegram, and I'll never ask you to send me money, crypto, or your personal information. Alright? So please be careful, use your common sense, and don't let any of these imposters fool you. Alright, now back to the video. Hey, how's it going, ASIC heads? Thanks for clicking on my video. Seb Heslo here, and don't worry, we're not just gonna be talking about ASICs in this video. But for those of you who don't know, Ethereum mining is supposed to be coming to an end soon-ish. And because of this, profitability mining on GPUs will probably be affected in one way or the other for a while. And I'm not gonna get too deeply into it now, but basically what most people speculate will happen is because all of those people who are now mining Ethereum on their GPUs will not be able to mine Ethereum anymore, they're gonna have to move over and mine a different coin. And once that happens, those other coins that people move onto will then, be less profitable to mine because more people are mining them. At least that is the current speculation, but of course, there are so many factors and crypto is really unpredictable. For example, what could happen is, with all these new miners on the networks of these coins, that could, shoot the price up real high, making those other coins really a lot more profitable to mine. So you can't really know exactly what's going to happen. No one has a crystal ball and can see the future. But if you do want to learn more about this whole thing, I do have a video you can check out. I'll link that up in the corner there, as well as in the description of this video. But in this video, we're going to have a look at 5 other ways of mining that most likely will not be affected whatsoever by the end of Ethereum mining. So let's get started. And the first one is regular old Bitcoin mining. And that is because the algorithm for mining Bitcoin can't really be mined profitably on a GPU. So that means that once Ethereum mining ends, no one would really redirect their GPUs to mine Bitcoin instead of Ethereum. Now, Bitcoin is generally mined on what is called ASICs, which are basically these machines that are packed full of little chips that are designed just to mine specifically the Bitcoin algorithm. Now, if you want to get into Bitcoin mining, the cheapest way of doing so is with one of these, which is basically a little USB stick with one of those ASIC chips on it. Now, however, while these are still technically profitable, meaning they generate more Bitcoin than they cost in terms of electricity price, they're not really the most profitable in that they only really make about a few dollars a month or so. But knowing that, if you do want to learn more about them, I do have a video on how they work, how to set them up, and also diving more deeply into the actual profitability of mining on them. And you can check that out in the card up there, as well as I'll leave a link in the description as well. Now, unfortunately, if you do want to mine Bitcoin more profitably, you're probably gonna have to shell out a lot of money for a full-on Bitcoin ASIC. And the problem is that the ones that are, actually, pretty profitable tend to cost a lot of money. I'm talking like $10,000 or more. Now, don't worry if you don't have a spare 10 grand to spend on a Bitcoin miner. Not all hope is lost, because you could also get something like this, which is also an ASIC miner, but for a different coin algorithm, which also cannot be mined profitably on a GPU. For example, this is a Dogecoin mining ASIC that Goldshell sent to me. And just for those who might be interested, it is called the Mini Doge PRO, and it can merge mine Dogecoin and Litecoin at about 205 megahash or so. Now, there's a whole world of altcoin ASICs out there, and the ones from Goldshell start at around $400, I believe. I think this one is about $700. Now, of course, profitability varies greatly on these different altcoin mining ASICs, both depending on the actual coin value of the coin you can mine on the specific ASIC that you get, and also tends to be that, the more expensive an ASIC is, the more profitable it is. Now, if you want to learn more about, mini box miners like this one, I leave a link to a video by Mike Redfox here on YouTube. I'll put that link up in the card there, as well as in the description of this video. Oh, and guys, I just got this 3080 Founders Edition, which is non-LHR, so full hash rate and Of course, I'm going to be testing this on all the different algorithms to see if this will be a good mining card for after the end of Ethereum mining. So subscribe if you don't want to miss that review coming up. So the third item on our list is CPU mining, and just like with ASICs, there are a lot of coins that can be mined much more efficiently on CPUs than they can be on GPUs. And practically what that means is that it's very unlikely that people would start mining those coins on their GPUs once Ethereum mining ends, just because CPUs are so much better at mining them. Now, I haven't really done much CPU mining myself, but if you want to learn more about how it works and what the profitability is like, I recommend you go check out ChumpChange XD's videos on CPU mining. I'll link one of them up in the corner there, as well as in the description of this video. Alright, so next up on our list is hotspot mining, and the one that most of you have probably heard about is helium mining. Now, in regular mining, you have GPUs, CPUs, or ASICs perform difficult calculations in order to secure the coin's network. However, in hotspot mining, the network is instead secured by using radio waves to validate that the hotspots are providing legitimate wireless coverage. And that is done using hotspots like this one. And since GPUs cannot really send out radio waves like that, it's fairly safe to say that, hotspot mining will not be affected by the end of Ethereum mining. And if you want to learn more about hotspot mining, then I'm going to link you to a playlist of videos by the hobbyist miner, where he goes through everything from setting them up to 30-day profitability breakdowns and so on. So I linked that up in the card over there, as well as in the description of this video. And the last item on our list is hard drive mining, also called proof of space, and it works similarly to regular mining, except for instead of calculations done on your GPU, CPU, or ASIC, hard drive space is used to secure the network. So obviously, unless you're able to magically turn a GPU into a hard drive, it is fairly safe to say that the hard drive mining networks won't be affected by the end of Ethereum mining. Now, so far, at least from what I could tell, there's only really been one implementation of hard drive mining, and that is for Chia coin, which was really hot last year with lots of YouTubers making videos about it, but I haven't really heard a lot about it recently. However, if you do want to learn more about it, I don't really have a specific video I can recommend, but just search for Chia mining in YouTube and I'm sure you'll find something interesting. Now, if you found this video helpful, then please give it one of these. And if you really liked it, you can now join the channel to help support what I do here. It really does make a big difference and it means a lot to me, so thank you. But what you gotta do now is you gotta click on that next video on the screen. Because this video is over, you can also click the picture on my face to subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate that. But yeah, go click on that next video and I'll see you there. Goodbye. Goodbye, bye bye.